Given the large scale of misinformation on social media, everyone is lying. And if not lying, they are making their own interpretations and spreading whatever they think is happening. Look at mainstream media channels. What kind of titles they are using? End of H1B, end of American dream, Indian techies in trouble. But believe me, mainstream media is still far better than social media. The fear-mongering is growing at an alarming rate, exponential rate on social media. Let me not beat around the bush, let me get straight to the point. Let me make this clear first. There is no need to panic. First thing first, do not trust everything you see on social media, and no need to go to ChatGPT to interpret things for you. Truth be told, executive orders are not laws. There are three branches of government in the United States. The executive, which is the office of the President of the United States, the legislative, which is the Congress and the Senate, and judiciary, which includes the Supreme Court and other courts. And all three are independent institutions that keep check and balances on the laws that are being passed and the rules that are being enforced. Anything done by the executive can be overturned by judiciary. Only when a law that is passed in the Congress and the Senate, which you think is against you, when that happens, only then you have something to worry about. The current rule of $100,000, even if it applies only on new H1B visas coming from abroad, is largely impractical. So do not make social media and some random people your source of information and for your decisions. And let me also make it clear, do not fall for unscrupulous lawyers' suggestions. But interestingly, while the president was announcing it, they said that this is going to be an annual fee, $100,000 every single year. But within a day, White House overturned that and said it is not going to be every year. So something had changed in a day. They backtracked on their own decisions. Now the White House has clarified that those who are already on H1B and are outside of the country do not have to pay $100,000 when they try to re-enter. The new rule seems to apply to only those people who are not on H1B right now, they're abroad, and then when they get their H1B and then when they try to enter the US, they need to show that they have paid $100,000 to the US government. The new rule definitely does not apply to current visa holders. And it also seems like it will apply to the next cycle of H1B visas. Now coming back to the core issue and purpose of this video, whatever rules that will get passed through executive order will not necessarily apply as a blanket case. It will not apply to everyone, but at an individual level, some people will be greatly affected. While many people could be impacted, there is no chance of en masse impact without actually a law being passed through the Senate and the Congress. Simply put, this is nothing but politics. Pure politics. Let me explain how. A politician makes certain promises to his voter base to win their votes. And the politician gets elected to an office, his voter base expects him to fulfill his promises. So then the politician takes certain decisions to please his voters through his executive orders. He very well knows that these are not actually laws, but can easily be struck down by the judiciary. So at the least, he can say, see, what I did, what you wanted me to do. At least I tried. And seemingly, the best way forward is to pass a highly impractical executive order that would surprise even his own supporter base. So the truth be told, the only credible way of getting anything done in the United States is to pass a law through Congress and the Senate, and executive orders are not the way. The reason being that executive orders can be rolled back and then they can also be struck down by the judiciary. But overall, given the direction of how things are going, the impact of this is going to be very harsh. Let me explain. By exempting current H1B visa holders, this policy will discourage current visa holders to switch to a new job, giving upper hand to the companies at which they are working. Simply put, layoffs in the US of H1B visa holders will become catastrophic. And just a simple threat of being fired or getting laid off will bring the employees to the negotiating table and dance to the company's tunes. The direction in which things are going will make the employees get on their knees and beg and plead to their employers. And then companies are also likely to switch to using other visas like L1 visa to a greater extent. And such visas strongly encourage and enforce the employee's loyalty to the company. Because these people cannot switch jobs while being in the US. Companies will still get many H1Bs by offering lower salaries to offset the additional $100,000 fee. It will also allow the government to take credit for the record revenues from the fees. But this part will affect only those people who are on an H1B visa already. But those vying for H1B visas who are in the US already, the new rule of sorting those applications based on the highest salaries will still hold. But the thing that is going to cause much stress to everyone is that those who are on H1B visa, when they travel outside of the US for any reason, for travel for work even, for personal reasons, whatever, they will always face this uncertainty regarding their ability to enter the US again. So how to handle this issue? Well, honestly, there is only so much one can do, right? You cannot control the external factors, but you can only control what you can do given your situation. So my suggestions are as following. Focus on developing skills and getting better, and focus on building your savings. Avoid making big purchases like expensive cars and homes. Instead, invest real estate in your home country and invest in stocks in the United States. I know it is easy to say but hard to implement, but I will say it anyway. Just take it easy. Thank you for watching. Peace, Jai Hind, and God bless America.